How does one make the most of an uncertain market? Our expert Dhirendra, CEO of Value Research, is joining us today to talk about the importance of asset allocation and rebalancing portfolios. Afternoon, Dhirendra. Thanks for joining us on the MF Corner. First up, in times like these, how important is it for investors to rebalance the asset mix and get the asset allocation right?
In fact, this is the only thing which an investor has in his control. Investors don't have a control on the state of the market. Investors don't have a control on the interest rate. What they have control on is their own behavior and their ability to take charge of it. And so that is why this is the only thing which an investor can do. But to rebalance, first you have to set a goal on your allocation, that you are going to be 65% into equity, 35% into fixed income, and you will periodically review it. If equity goes down in value, it will be lower, and then you will replenish it by moving your money from fixed income. And this is the only thing which can be done fairly methodically, and only an act of discipline. But an act of discipline can enhance your return substantially.
Dhirendra, so what kind of an asset mix would you suggest for short as well as long-term investors?
It's very difficult to arrive at a thumb rule, but I would say that a short-term investor with a non-negotiable goal should be entirely into fixed income investment. One can only optimize the return on fixed income by selection of the kind of fixed income one should have. But I would say that for a non-negotiable goal in a predictable time frame, 3 years down the line, if you need money for your child's education, I think it should entirely be in fixed income. For your long-term goals, which could be negotiable, it should be substantially tilted to to equity, and should have fixed income only as a rebalancing allocation. It will provide stability to the portfolio, and it will actually, you will be able to recover your gains, move into fixed income or otherwise when markets are depressed. And so there will be some method at work. Long term dominantly is equity, and short term entirely fixed income for a non-negotiable goal. For a negotiable goal, it can have a small part by way of equity.
Okay, Dhirendra, we've got time for just one query today, and that's from Paresh Kapoor. He wants to know what's the tax liability on the earnings or gains on fund value after a period of about a year.
Yes, it will be liable for tax, and it will be liable for capital gains tax. If you hold a fixed income fund for 1 year, the gains will be treated as long-term capital gains, and you have two methods to choose from, and you can choose it depending on what is more profitable for you. You can either pay 10% long-term capital gains flat or 20% post-indexation. There could be situations when your long-term holdings for many years, factoring in the indexation might be beneficial.